them W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Inside. 50. Let's go, baby. Return up. Get that ball.
They start the drive with Martin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a run with Martin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 24, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard.
Hey, foxtrot.
From the 38, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after here coming up. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's checking crab. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Throwing again. Jackson. And an alley to run. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 3rd and 1, Jackson forced out to his left. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Martin's got it, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets have taken the lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. is fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Check. Fresno.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Martin. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Go, go.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Tough first half for him. Unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Buying time to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Forced out to his left. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And a 10th carry here for Martin. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high, so they can keep cutting into that lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Fournette on the counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 31, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
58, right over there. Hey, Delta.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Steps away to his left. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. To try again after the sack, Jackson. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 3.
Mike 5-4. Right there. 54, right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away. He's going to take, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it again with Martin. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Martin. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
1st down, New York.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Bell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
We go set. Come on.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York.